Got more veg from Anton. Lots of radishes. I might pickle some radishes. Give the pigs the leaves. There's more capsicum, they like that. And some cucumbers. But definitely might pickle some radishes. So I've made some ginger beer with yeast. So this is going to ferment now for about 3 days. And then I can pour it, like filter it and pour it into bottles. So I made a few jars of pear, lime and ginger jam to give to people who come and help me. I was given some pears for the pigs. I took some of the really nice ones out and made a batch of jam. So I like to have things that when people pop by I can give them something. So I do have this bucket of vegetable, well, fruit peelings for the pigs, but I've got some ginger root that was growing as a potato that was growing. I'm just gonna plant this in the raised garden bed. This can get covered up. And I'll put it in here because this I do water quite a bit. Okay, so I'll give this some water. And this I'll throw now to cocoa pop and gingerbread.
Was it all just a dream, just all in my head? Floating rivers upstream, the things that you said. Tell me and be honest. Tell me, did you know that you would be leaving me just like the winter's snow? Tell me and be honest.
With the weather getting a little bit cooler, it's time to start addressing some maintenance jobs on the homestead. Turns out the sheep like these radishes as well, so I've got some in a bucket for them. I'm going to be getting some more plant starts, so I need to pull out this tomato plants. Oh my goodness, they've got such a root system in here. It's I think the whole raised garden bed will come out with it. Got the buckets of water ready. I'm about to make another mix. I put the food, which they call like mistura, which is like a mixture of grains, and then the powdered feed, that's the mistura, the powdered feed and corn in layers, and then I soak it in water, and the pigs absolutely love this, and it's very good for them because it's well hydrated as well. So this is like the pellets in powder form, and it absorbs water so well. You can see this is what they call the mistura over here. It's not food time, don't get excited. Oh my goodness, now the cavalry has arrived. it's not time for eating. I'm coming to fix this gate. So to try and talk about the noise, I've got some jobs to do. I'm wanting to put this chicken wire just at the bottom of this gate because, as you can see, red velvet keeps trying to come out. They are very noisy. And look who's sitting watching me over here. Well, lying right next to where I'm working. But red velvet. Right, job done. I tell you, these I don't know if they're what they're called, hog ring pliers, something like that. One of the best investments you can have on a farm if you have to do any kind of fencing. So even though this was all cleaned off about 2 weeks ago, it doesn't seem to be working now. So I don't think it's on. There's something flashing there. I don't know what that means. But this was all washed off, but we've had so much wind. So I'm going to clean it off, and then I'm going to do a perimeter walk to see if there is something touching the fence. So I don't think the fence is working at the moment, but luckily the pigs are very wary of it. So yeah, red velvet's just touched it with the nose and nothing happened. So the fence isn't on. I don't know what's happened, why it's not working, but luckily they don't know that yet. Right, so this little job done. It's all cleaned off. That's still like flashing like that. I don't know. I take it that the battery is dead. I have another battery, but I'm going to still check the perimeter fence. You see, Cheesecake is female, but she has raw tusks, and I think she's got too much testosterone. That's why she hasn't ever fallen pregnant. What are you all doing here? I've got red velvet, I've got Reese's Pieces, I've got sweetie pie. You're going to follow me as I do the perimeter check? Are you also following me, Flapjack? No, you're not all going to follow me now. Oh my goodness. Right, so I can see There's some branches here, but it's not quite touching, so this is okay. So it's just to do a bit of a perimeter check. Those branches are underneath and not touching. Oh my goodness, you're all going to follow me now. Tim Tam, you here as well. There's Red Velvet, Sweetie Pie, Flapjack. Oh, that's not Red Velvet, that's Snickerdoodle. Tim Tam, you smiling for the camera. Snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle. Yes. Red Velvet. Always ready for a scratch. Sweetie Pie. Am I going to be able to even walk? You guys are demanding scratches all the time. Let's have a look and see if we can see things touching. Are you guys going to follow me all the way? Hey? Look at the two of you. Oh, you're also following me, Jelly Bean. Oh my goodness, Miss Sneezelitis. And the sheep are following me on the other side. Found another pine tree. Actually, 2 pine trees in here. 3 pine trees. So, those are going to have to be removed. Oh my goodness, Red Velvet, you are sneezing like... Were you snuffling in the dirt? Seems like the oak trees in this pen don't seem to have much in the way of acorns, which is unfortunate because I was hoping that they would be able to eat lots of acorns. But so far along this perimeter, there's no acorns on these trees, but other trees in the farm are covered in acorns, so I didn't understand. Sorry sheep, I'm going to go along the other fence now so you won't be able to follow me any further than this. And another pine tree. That's going to have to come down. Still got quite a bit of wood to pick up in this pen as well. But yeah, strange that this oak forest does not have acorns, and the other trees outside of this forest are absolutely laden. Oh, spotted some acorns on this tree, so that's good. At least one tree so far with acorns. Are you following me everywhere? Red Velvet. This tree's covered. Oh, thanks for finding this nice big log. There's a little pine tree there. And as I turn around from that one,
Should have known that you'd be leaving me so painfully quiet and slow. I try my best to move on, to let go.
one of the things I wanted to check on up here as well was the pig house. They don't seem to use it that often. They've been sleeping outside, but this tarp is actually still good, still covering it well. I brought the tape measure along because I'm wanting to see. I do have a couple of sheets I wanted to see if I could put on here, but I'm really pleased with this tarp. But let's measure. Measure from that end. Okay, 240. And with an overhang, probably want it to be about 250. But this tarp is doing well. This seems to be falling over a little bit. But I mean, they definitely be able to keep dry in this one and in that one. That's if the rains come in September. We usually get some rain in September. Oh, I don't think I can move this one. Yeah. Okay, but anyway, they've got a roof on here. There, I might put those couple of sheets I've got on this side. I think. What's it, Reese's Pieces? You change your mind? You're not coming to say hello to me after all? So I've been all the way around. There is nothing touching the fence. So I'm not sure if it was just that it got so covered in dust that that battery went flat. So I don't know if it'll now recharge that battery or if I need to find another way to charge the battery. I do have a spare battery. Maybe I must just attach that. I kept some radishes and a couple of cucumbers from the pig's feed, and I'm going to clean them off, and I'm going to make some pickled radishes and pickled cucumbers. I tell you, this homemade lemonade that I make and I put in peppermint tea bags when I'm making the syrup, to die for. Best thing. Really good. Recommended. So I have made some peach achar, which I'm now going to put into jars. So when you make homemade ginger beer, you have to let the air out from time to time. Like that. Because it builds up air, so every day I've got to let air out. Right, cool. Can't wait for this to be ready. Thanks, Mario, for getting a new assembly for those pumps. And today Nick helped me. Got a big generator. It's actually bigger than the generator that I've got, to go with a submersible pump. I've got the submersible pump as well. So thank you so much to Nick and Andrea. And Nick is now going to fill it with oil, because he doesn't trust me to put the oil in the right place.
Oh dear.
What?
I need a smaller funnel. So we'll screw that on there first.
So Nick has kindly come out to Bella Pedra to set this all up for me.
So I've suggested you get a generator, yeah, and a submersible pump. These, you can't go wrong with these. You just plunk them in the water. As long as this switch is floating like that. Listen, that's a switch, yeah. As long as it's floating like that, this switches on and pumps. You've got no problem with bleeding and any of that stuff. And a generator, because if you do any more work on the barn, if you do, you know, to run your cement mixer, or if your other generator doesn't work, etc., you've got a backup generator to run this pump. But it'll run this pump and every other pump you have as well, apart from the petrol ones, which you keep having problems with.
Yep, no, definitely. Excellent.
So we put that on there and do that up.
Because I think Christian will lent me that pump that's like mine. He's also changed to submersible pumps.
Yeah.
So that's his spare now.
Oh dear. Got a problem now.
Oh dear.
That's done right up. So
Okay.
easily cure that. That's a bit of a bugger. Excuse my French. Piece of pipe to take up the slack, basically.
Yeah, so he's put like an extra layer of pipe there so that the Jubilee clip can fit. Very, very clever, ingenious. So Nick is going to do a demo that I can look at when I see how to work it.
Okay, so first of all, this needs to be relatively level, like it is now, basically, yeah. Because if it's out of level, the oil switch will switch it off.
Okay.
So if it's there, like that, fairly level, we'll I'll build a house around it now, so you can cover it with a tarpaulin and make it waterproof, right? So from this position now, turn the fuel here on.
Yeah.
Choke here on.
Yeah.
That's to the left is on. There's a
Yeah.
sign there that tells you. This switch on.
Yeah.
Pull cord. Okay, and then choke off. Then the switch is your circuit breaker. Fix that on and the pump in dirty water.
Yep.
Right, I'll cut this and join it to the other pipe.
Okay. So you're going to
Hang on.
join this. Let me take it off the.
Because the pipe is buried,
Yeah.
so mind yourself. And I'll basically shorten this. So if the pump falls over, because I've tied this, there's a mercury switch on it, the water's not deep enough for the switch. And because you're not joined to the mains, so you'll come down and have to start the generator for this to pump. So I've tied the mercury switch to the top, but if the pump falls over, the switch will turn off. So the pump has to be vertical all the time. So what I'll do is I'll shorten this pipe enough so it holds the pump vertical, okay?
Okay.
So there, if I pull this down to there, cut this off there, that's where I'll join it. If you can pass me that joiner there.
How good are you at catching?
Very good.
Nick can play for the Proteas cricket team.
Who?
The Proteas.
Who are they?
Better than England.
Do they play cricket in South Africa, do they?
Oh my goodness, Nick.
I didn't know they did. I thought they were
Chokers.
not quite up to that yet. Do they have a rugby team as well? So I've heard.
Yeah.
I think they're nearly as good as England, aren't they? Am I not making any fans here?
No. So Nick is now making a house for the generator.
Keep it relatively dry. Bit like the sun. Bit like this ground.
Yeah, very dry.
Oh.
Have you hurt yourself now?
Huh?
Oh. What's it? Eggs?
Sap. There it is.
I have an idea over this barrel. It's going to require some more cutting. And with that, I'm going to be using some of these offcuts I got from Greg. So I've come to double check the setup here, seeing that the solar panel was cleaned, and I've noticed I actually have a loose wire, which I'm sure I'm not supposed to have. Not too sure where that belongs or why it is loose.
They say time is a healer, just you wait and see.
So as part of my maintenance, I'm going to, I won't say perfect, because with me nothing is perfect. But this water barrel idea for the feeders is an excellent one. It worked really well, but the problem I have is that Freckles keeps jumping in it and knocking it around and that. So I'm actually going to do a little adaptation to this now. So I'm going to change my design just a little. So I'm going to take them down to the shed area where I'm going to work on my new design. Time for some innovative thinking. So I think this is what I'm going to need. I've got the impact driver. I've got the other one that I can drill holes in first. I've got my angle grinder that I'm going to cut plastic. Some screws. I've got a hole saw thingy. And I don't know if I'll need ties. But, yep. Ready to rock and roll. Could be Picasso's Blue Lady. Right, time to figure out the next part of this plan. That might be crazy again. So this plan is a little bit more complicated because I'm going to have to get the pliers and try and remove these pig nipples. This one, I've just got a piece of wood I can get out, but yeah, I'm going to remove that pig nipple and this pig nipple. For this plan to work. So on the ends of this, I'm going to pre-drill some holes. Yeah, pre-drill some holes and then take it from there. I'm sort of working this out as I'm doing it. So I've pre-drilled some holes. My next plan is to get some of these I don't know, battens that I'd got from Greg, and I'm going to try and fix them on to this as legs.
The problem is for me, I need an eternity. So tell me and be honest, tell me, did you know that you would be leaving me just like the winter snow? Tell me and be honest, tell me, should I known that you'd be leaving me so painfully quiet and slow? I try my best to move on, letting go. Tell me, should I know? Just tell me and be honest. Tell me, did you know that you would be leaving me just like the winter snow? Tell me and be honest. Tell me, should I known that you'd be leaving me so painfully quiet and slow? Tell me, should I known that you'd be leaving me so painfully quiet and slow? I try my best to move on, to let go.
Oh my goodness, now I have screwed it onto the pallet. Oh. Guess I'll have to unscrew it from the pallet. This job sounds easy, but it's actually turning out to be far more complicated. All I wanted to do was just put legs on this half a barrel. So what I have done is I have closed off the end so that the food won't be able to come out of the open end with Cindy's signature half drilled in screws that I can't get in any further. Yeah, this was a job where I actually needed like a vice or another pair of hands, really, to hold things still and Anyway, in my dream, when I dreamt this plan, it seemed very easy. In practice, I can see the one leg is a lot shorter than the other, and I haven't, yeah. Anyway, it's going to need some adjusting. My battery is flat, and well, the Ryobi battery is flat. My battery is probably also a little bit flat. And I've got to go and bake a dessert for tonight. So to Hendy and Lene in Canada, thank you so much for my fantastic gifts off my Amazon wish list. I can now I want to make some rooibos tea loaf this coming week, so this is perfect for that. Also for the beer bread I made, I definitely need that. And thank you for the table lamp. This one is for if I'm entertaining outside and I need lights. It's always good to have some spare colostrum that I want to keep in my sort of farrowing and lambing kit. So thank you very, very much for your very thoughtful gifts off my Amazon wish list. That's Hendy and Lene. I think they're originally from South Africa, but they live in Canada now. Thank you very much. And I have updated my Amazon wish list if anybody's interested. People often ask me about that. So it's been a very, very busy few days with me doing lots of little jobs that needed to be done, as well as doing a lot of preserving of food. So I've made pickled cucumber, pickled radishes, peach jam, peach acha, and going out tonight. So I've made a Cape brandy tart for that. So lots on the go, lots more maintenance work to do on the homestead in the next couple of weeks as well. So hopefully I'll be able to get that sheep feeder finished, that it can actually stand upright and not wobble. So in the meantime, stay sane, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video.